What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm NewsFL, and today we're going to be reviewing the MVP odds. So the NFL MVP is announced at the NFL Honors. The past 2 years, it's been Aaron Rodgers, Packers quarterback, and etc. This year, we've got the odds right here. So uh, the less numbers you have, basically, the more chance you got, unless it's negative. So negative, it's a weird type. I'm sure some of you know about betting and all that. I don't bet, but this is the best I got, for viewing who is in the lead for MVP. And as expected, Patrick Mahomes is number one right now. So if the NFL regular season ended today, right this moment, Patrick Mahomes would most likely, it'd be rare if anyone else won MVP, but it's most likely Patrick Mahomes would win MVP. Tua's in second, Jalen Hurts in third, Josh Allen fourth, Lamar in fifth, and yeah, the list goes on. But yeah, I agree with Patrick Mahomes being number one. He's been sensational, and something that the MVP voters do like is a nice story. So Patrick Mahomes' story is this: lost his wide receiver, number one receiver Tyreek Hill, and is still putting up the numbers that he did in previous years. Patrick Mahomes has previously won one MVP, I think, in 2018. I think 50 touchdowns, which is insane. I don't know how much he's on pace for, but I think he has 25 touchdowns and 7 interceptions right now, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's mid-season, all right? So towards the end, we might see, maybe 40 something. We'll see, but yeah, right now Patrick Mahomes is in the lead, and I agree. Now Uh, Patrick Mahomes is 7-2, which is a very good record, but some argue that Tua's been better because the Dolphins Tua was injured for a little bit, and so far when Tua's the starting quarterback, he has been undefeated, except that one game when he got injured, but that was literally right in the first quarter when he got that concussion. So yeah, technically when he plays a full game, Tua's been undefeated. But here's the reason why Patrick Mahomes has the lead. Patrick Mahomes used to have Tyreek Hill. Tua's got not only Jalen Waddle, but Tyreek Hill, and those two have been insane. They've been both receiver ones. Like that is probably the best receiving core right now in this league. Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Like that is amazing. So yeah, to be fair, a lot of people didn't believe in Tua and the third guy on this list, which I will talk about earlier. So the fact that Tua has proved people wrong is very impressive, but I still think Patrick Mahomes is in the lead despite losing 2 games against the Colts, who were horrible, and against the Bills, which makes sense. Um, Now, for the longest time, Josh Allen was in the lead, but previously he's lost to the Jets and the Vikings. And to be fair, in that Vikings game, he sold really badly. Threw 2 picks to the same damn Vikings defender. Yeah, if Josh Allen played like he did in the beginning of the season, they the Bills would have won against the Vikings. But unfortunately, Josh Allen has sold hard these past 2 games, and that's why he's dropped down, and Patrick Mahomes has got that lead. And yeah, Patrick Mahomes makes sense. Lost Tyreek Hill is making what he got. I mean, to be fair, he does have Kadarius Toney, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Marcus Valdes-Scantling, and he does still have the best tight end in the league, Travis Kelce. But you understand, like, the Chiefs' defense is not good. So Patrick Mahomes in this offense needs to put up high number points just to win games. And the fact that he's been doing that is very impressive. So yeah, he just makes magic throws. While last year he was struggling, this year he's back on pace to be another contender. And yeah, so I agree with Patrick Mahomes being number one. The only reason Tua's not above is because he's not only received Tyreek Hill from Patrick Mahomes, is also because he's got Jalen Waddle. So yeah, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he has led the Eagles to an amazing record. Yes, he recently lost against the Commanders, so I think that may have dropped him a little bit. But yeah, he's been great for the Eagles. The Eagles, I think, have done a really good job. Uh, you know, adjusting the Eagles' offense to what Jalen Hurts' strengths are. Like rushing, and yeah, like there's a lot of QB sneaks that they do now just to get that touchdown. And Jalen Hurts, obviously a quickster, you can get all those rushing yards, and yeah, I mean he's been great. but he does have AJ Brown now, so it makes sense why Jalen and Tua are both higher up on this list because they both received some amazing receivers at that number one position, so that's their go-to guy now. So now that Tua and Jalen have a go-to guy, it makes sense why they're in the MVP listing. But Patrick Mahomes, he lost his go-to guy down the field, so that's why it makes sense why he is number one. Josh Allen been selling. Lamar, he was number one for the beginning of the season, I think, or number two with Josh Allen. But those two have been selling games as well. So Josh Allen, Lamar, they fall down the list. Lamar has a little bit more of an excuse than Josh Allen because he has lost his. Well, actually, he has no receivers. He lost Hollywood Brown and Mark Andrews. I think Mark Andrews got hurt for a little bit, but you know what I mean. Lamar's in a worse boat than Patrick Mahomes, but because Patrick Mahomes actually got Kadarius Toney and MVS and Juju Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs actually treated Patrick Mahomes, while Lamar, he wasn't treated with any new weapons. They just told him to stick with Mark Andrews after losing Hollywood Brown. So Lamar makes sense falling down the list. Yeah, Joe Burrow. He doesn't look as good without Jamar Chase, so I understand his position. He's still been all right. That first game against the Steelers has definitely probably like been in the vision of everyone's eyes. Like he had 4 picks that game. He was horrible, but yeah. Kirk Cousins makes sense. The Vikings have been able to win games in close games. Very lucky, but they've been good regardless. I don't think Kirk Cousins deserves to be that high. I don't think Kirk Cousins doesn't deserve to be MVP because I think, to be fair though, I think after that Bills game, I think Justin Jefferson needs a better chance at MVP than Kirk Cousins. Like I feel like Justin Jefferson's the best receiver right now, and yeah, he was great. But yeah, that's pretty much the review for MVP odds this year, 2022 MVP odds. I think Patrick Mahomes, if the season ended today, would win it. And yeah, that's really it. Peace.